Here we go. All right, guys. If you haven't already, please mute yourself until you're ready to share a little golden nugget with us. We are going to talk about conference. And most importantly, we can't teach everything that we learned. I want you to know what these new team members felt when they were at conference, because I want you to ride the energy bus with us. It is high, despite us not sleeping at all because of all the fun that was going on. We have just a renewed energy, and we want it to trickle down to all of you who were not able to be with us physically, but I know you were in our hearts. So the plan is to build some momentum, and the plan is to also know what everyone's goals are so that we can see each other's goals and support one another. So I want to just go ahead and kick it off right away and open it up to any new team members, first time attendees at conference. What did it take to get here? Are you glad you did? Don't all go at once, please.
Okay, I'll go.
All right.
First of all, I have to say, one of my distributors, Brittany, is one of the iPhones. And I'm so proud that she is on. So everybody wave at Brittany. Hi, Brittany. So, okay. So I shared this with our group while we were there. But when it got closer to going to conference, I honestly didn't want to go. If I hadn't invested the money, I would have, if there was any way to have talked myself out of it and not have lost money, I probably wouldn't have gone, to be honest. And it's not even about any of y'all. I have just been in a funk. Like, life is really busy, and it's all good busy. It's moving and painting and wedding and work. Like, it's a lot of good things, but it's still just a lot of things. And so going into it with a funk and kind of like a negative Nancy, I will have to say that my biggest takeaway has been that you can do this business really however you want. Like, you know, I get on these team calls and I'm talking with some of you guys, and I've tried to replicate and do what you do and try to get exact verbiage from you guys and really just trying to soak in everything that you do, and it just hasn't felt organic for me. Like, it just hasn't felt right. And so conference showed me that I can just do me, and that's it. Just do me and figure out what's right for me, and the wheels are rolling on how I feel like I will be able to make an impact. And so my goals right now are to really just figure out me in this business and how I can do this organically to help more lives and get to the next level.
Yes. I feel like you weren't the only one that had that like light bulb moment where you don't have to do everything everyone else does. This is like, we're going to give you the foundation, take what you like, leave the rest, and make it sound like you know. We need a whole wide variety of distributors on our team, and we don't want them all to be the same. Good God, if I had another Christie, that would be awful. You imagine all the last minute things that would be going on. So I love that, Hillary. Thank you for just totally being honest. And do I get to see you in Tampa?
Yes, and hopefully Brittany will be with me, and
Come
3
on.
more people.
Yes, it's amazing. There's been times I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go to my first conference either. But once you go, I love you, girl. Thank you. Who else?
Hi, everybody.
Wendy.
So I did not feel that way. I wanted to go from the moment I made the decision. And my motivation for that was I believed, based on previous experience of, not directly with Juice Plus, but with other things, that events like that really bring clarity, motivation, inspiration. And so I believed in the power of an event like that. And so I was excited to go from the very beginning. I too had been in a funk, going through some personal stuff in the last few years, and just struggling with keeping up my motivation at a high level. I don't want to work at a low level. I want to work and operate at a high level. And I feel like conference has really jacked me back up to who I am and how I feel on the inside, but can't seem to translate on the outside. And so it's really given my life juice, as Tony Robbins says. So conference absolutely brought me clarity, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. So I am a health coach. I've been a health coach since 2014. I'm a published author as of 2016. And I've poured my heart and soul. Once I found sort of the direction that I wanted to go, I poured my heart and soul into my health coaching business and felt very passionately about it. And, you know, it took me a while, but I found my flow. I found my rhythm. And so then when Juice Plus came around a year ago, I was excited about it. There were so many elements that, you know, just the basic, you know, obvious stuff about Juice Plus, just that it's plant-based, it's vegan, which is what I'm all about. I specialize in plant-based nutrition, trained chef. But as far as the business aspect of it, I just couldn't seem to find a flow. I was trying to do both. I was trying to do my business over here, and then they were separated. And for some reason, it wasn't clicking for me to meld the two together. As I was trying, it just wasn't. So the conference really, it was like those aha moments, like, oh, okay, I see it now. Whereas I wasn't able to see it. And I don't think that anybody can create that for you. As it's not a reflection on Tracy, it's not a reflection on any of my upline. It was a completely personal thing. And everything that they did contributed to that moment and that decision of clarity, that moment of clarity. So don't take it personal. And one thing I learned is to not take it personal and not get too caught up in people's speed, the speed at which they're growing their business, because it's their journey, and that journey is part of their story at the end of that. And every NMD that was up on that stage had that story. You know, they were just like, you know, gimping along, riding the struggle bus, you know, with bald tires. And then finally something clicked for them. So that was the biggest thing for me, is just knowing I've melded the two together, and I'm riding one track instead of two.
Yes. Who else? Clarity. That's huge.
What was the question?
What was your experience? Oh, Teresa, I know that's you. She has no voice from all that fun. I can tell that's her, isn't it? Yeah. If you're a first timer, what were your takeaways? What were your aha moments with conference? Why should everyone come?
All right, there we go. I'm unmuted. And I'm going to run away from my kids right now. Like literally running away right now. So my experience and advice right off the bat was don't be like me. Don't wait 3 years to go to your first conference. Get rock solid. If you're not rock solid on the product and the business, you will be after conference. And so it just makes it that much easier to share with people if you have that rock solid belief behind everything. And then so then the other part was duplication, like Hillary said. We get taught that we want to be able to duplicate our business, and that doesn't mean that you have to be, doesn't mean you have to be your upline and the way that they do it. So that was a big part for me. As those of you were at the conference, had our little powwow on the rooftop there. But to add to that, I guess it's we are in a business of helping each other with their health and with our business, and then also just with personal growth. So become that best version of yourself. There we go.
I'm gonna try. I learned that each and every one of us puts our pants on the same, or sometimes gets caught with our underwear down. And so we are all equal. If they can do it, we can do it. There is nothing different between us and them except for our dreams. So dream bigger. That's what I learned.
Yay. I would love to follow you, Teresa. This is Deb. And I was not the one caught with my pants down, though, but I heard something happened. Anyway, I just want to thank like a lot of you, because I was in pain and I really needed assistance, and a lot of you came to my rescue. So it really showed me how you show up for others. And even though some of you have known me from afar, I've never made it to a national conference. I've been at other regional and pajama regionals and boot camps and things. So I really appreciated that, just to see the team cohesiveness with everybody. And something Karen Jones said, she said, every barrier to success is life imposed. So I just want to kind of share off of that, because what it did for me is, and what conference I think will do really for everybody, is you get to see all kinds of different people go across stage, or you hear the stories or what have you. And like Teresa said, like we're all the same. But when you actually are there, experience it, like when you're out of your own little bubble of people that you know, like back home, right? And you're out of that comfort bubble. A lot of times the things that go on in your own life, you're talking to other people that may join your misery party, and you all collaborate together, right? But when you see it at conference and you hear other people that life is really lifed and things happen and how they've been able to persevere through it, it's kind of like, you could have a mom that has 5 kids, and one mom is a single mom with 5 kids, and one mom is married with 5 kids. And not saying one is better than the other by any means, but they have the same circumstances, that they've used their 5 kids as either a reason not to do well and succeed, or the fuel and the passion to move forward, and use them as the reason to do that for their kids or their family or what have you. So I think when you actually come to conference and you see all the different gamuts of people from all walks of life, ethnicities, backgrounds, everything, it's just so incredible. And it really makes you believe more in yourself as well, but that things are possible. And I don't know who I was sitting next to at the time. I think maybe it was Amy, I'm not sure. But, one of the things I've always said, somebody said it different, but I always say, we've got to have BBA. And that's a Deb Dowdy term, BBA, and that's called bounce back ability, period. So the difference between what we want you guys and being a national marketing director and having 100 club, 50 club, 1,000 club, it's really the gray matter in between. That's all. And it's they have just asked more people. That's it. They have asked more people, and they have gotten more no's than we have. So our success is going to really be in direct proportion to how many no's that we get. So with that, I'm bouncing out. Thanks, guys. Love you all.
Okay. Annette, I know you're driving. Want to hear from you.
All right, so I guess when I first decided to go to conference, I decided to go because I wanted to support my sister. That's what it is for me. I'm kind of more of a supporter. I support my sister. I support my mother. But now I think I'm going to, I know I'm going to get into this business, and that's how I'm going to support my sister. And I'm going to move her up and myself up and my mother up. And it's not, I think, it's I'm going to.
I love it.
So that was my takeaway from conference.
Love it. Yep, and that showed up. They're driving back, just supporting her sister, but we couldn't help but want her to join our little tribe that we have going on. So I'm so glad she did. So glad.
And we have a mascot. His name is Trip.
Trip. Yes. We've got Trip. So you can bring people who are not a part of the business. It's okay. Look at him. Did you see him back there? There he is. Look. Amy Spencer, I know you're getting ready for salad prep, but if you are available to talk, I would love to get your take on this. Trying to see if there's anybody else who is a first timer. We don't have everybody. We did have 24 people in the house, and I think 10 of them were all first timers, which is incredible. Came from 15 different states. Tracy came from another country. Amy, can you tell us about your experience?
Of course. Hey, you guys. How are you doing this evening? I'm prepping for a salad prep right now with the crack protein balls here. Everybody likes those. Oh, I'm making sure I'm unmuted. Okay. So thank you guys for all sharing your stories. I think that for me is like a huge thing from conference, is like hearing our team and hearing where everybody was at, and really listening to all the people walk across stage, watching our team members walk across stage is just so exciting, because it's like, I don't know, just it's overwhelming and fun, and like it could be me, it could be you, it could be anyone, and yeah, so I think it really fired me up to then go to the airport and get a good 7 no's on my way home. And what's crazy? Before, that would have really brought me down. But because of conference, it didn't. And I'm just more fired up than ever to just continue to work with our team to get us to 100 Club. And you know what? I'm super excited. A day after conference, Teresa is asking me to do a business opportunity call with her. And just so you all know, I am really wanting to step out of my comfort zone. So if you need anyone to help you with the 3-way, let me know. But my biggest takeaway was that it's me that's stopping me from getting where I want to go. And I heard it over and over and over again. And if you guys get a chance, I actually posted a 45-minute video. You don't necessarily have to watch it. Just listen to it if you can on our team page of the one girl at conference I think that inspired me the most. Super excited to hear what the rest of you guys thought. Thank you, Christy.
Okay, is there anyone else that we missed that's brand new? Okay, so Joanna Polk, hi. Tell me a little bit about your experience being in 2 places at once.
So, I have to tell you guys that one of the things that first I have to say, I don't love not being able to come to conference. I have to start it off with that. But my husband came home from Afghanistan and I couldn't leave. It was one of those things I really struggled. He just walked in the front door. Anyway, I really struggled with that. But I love when I can't go to conference, and it's happened a few times. I love the FOMO, and I totally expect the FOMO to happen because that's what gets me to the next step. Can you shut that, please? Hang on. We shut the door, please.
Hey, Greg.
Holy cow.
Hey!
Yeah, in Tampa. No one's seeing you, Seattle first.
Okay, now you shut the door.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Felicia.
Anyway, sorry. He thought I was on with one person. He didn't realize everyone was on here. Anyway, for me, I rely on the FOMO as much as I hate not being there. That is what gets me through. And I can tell you guys that you brought the FOMO on this conference. You absolutely did. One of the things I loved was not just seeing Christie post or just a couple of fear of missing out, Teresa. So it's one of those things that seeing everyone post, and it wasn't just Christie, it was a lot of you guys, and you weren't just posting in the team page, but you were also posting on your personal pages. And that's something that I noticed this conference more than any about our team versus a lot of my sidelines that I'm friends with and other teams. Our team brought the FOMO. And if you didn't go to conference, you need to get your butt to Tampa. And I will definitely be in Tampa. And I think I have a person following me there because he doesn't want to miss out either. So, and I can't wait to see the rest of my pictures from all over the place. So I'm excited. I love hearing all of your all's takeaways. And I think that's one of the things for me that I miss the most about conference is just that camaraderie and getting to have that time with our team, because that's something that I thrive off of. And I know the, sit down and let's have our team powwow of our takeaways always turns into a cry fest. But I have to say that's always that moment of clarity for not just yourself, but for your team around you. And I just want to applaud all of you that were vulnerable during that time frame. I have no idea what you guys talked about, but I just want to applaud you for that, because I think that's one of the first steps in really growing in our self-confidence. And I mean, what better opportunity to do it with so many wonderful people. We have such an amazing team and such amazing leadership. And I'm so excited for the next 3 to 6 months.
Can I say something?
Yeah, I was going to call on you.
Okay. I'm not a newbie, but I'm a veteran. And I just have to say how wonderful it is to be on this wrap-up call, because just a few short years ago, there would be like 3, 4, maybe 5 of us wrapping up conference and being like, we just can't explain it. And then to hear all of you up there and envision yourselves as an MD and walking across the stage, I mean, it's amazing. Oh, and I just love that you guys. Yes, child. Nothing. She wants nothing. But it's just amazing to me, and just to like sit back and listen to all these stories and see all these revelations and just these like aha moments, because there's been so many of them for us as like the veterans that it's just so nice to see them happening in our team. That's it for me.
No, you're not done.
Oh.
You're not done. Okay. So I need you to paint the vision for what's happening for you these next 6 months.
Oh, or you want me to talk about my goal? All right, guys. So a lot of you have probably known for the past year, I've kind of just like undulated, right? I had Amy and I was like still trying to do it. And then I just kind of let things get in the way. It got in my head, totally got in my head. I don't think I've told that to the team as a whole, but totally got in my head, just felt defeated, felt like I didn't make Q. So had a really hard time getting back in the game. But that's why I love conference, because it reminds you like, yes, you are worth it. Yes, you deserve to have success. Yes, you can do this just like anyone else. So Team Pam is going to NMD. We could use all the prayers, all the good vibes. send all the high energy our way. We want to walk across the stage in Tampa. My family is in South Carolina and Georgia, so to have them all there and see it would be just, it would make my life. So think me strong, guys.
Woo! Yeah, girl.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait. Speaking of NMDs, Cassie Johannes had a handful of her team there. And she got to tell them she needed all of their help. What you got, Cass? Tell us. What do we need for you?
Yeah, so I don't know about y'all, but I've just been going. It's like a high. You should see what my house is going to look like. I have all these poster boards for everyone in my downline because my whiteboards are about to get packed up. So we are traveling to New Zealand and Australia with our boards and planning everybody out. And I'm so pumped. So I've already talked to Andrea and all these other team members. So it's awesome. Like the momentum is just, we're just going, we're not stopping. So I'm super excited and pumped. But one thing, so for me, okay, I personally haven't had that many team members come to conference before. And I cannot tell you how cool it was to watch you guys and see it through your eyes. Like seeing the light bulbs go off, seeing the sparkles and the excitement and the momentum, like that is so, so exciting. And so, yeah, when you get those new team members, tell them, they just be like, trust me, you just have to come to Tampa. You will get it. You'll see it and you'll feel it, which just helps so much. And I've been to, I don't know, six conferences now. Yeah. I've never felt or seen a shift in our team like I have in this one. So that was my biggest takeaway. I mean, it's a huge, huge shift.
It is a huge shift. You guys are going to be on an incredible energy bus. A lot of us have been on a struggle bus, but what happens is when a bunch of really badass people get together and they get on the same mission, they get under a full moon and they state their B's and their goals, shifts happen and we are going to have a major one. I really want to take the time now to highlight Team Skates. Ashley Skates, where are you? Is she not even on here?
I am right here.
We are right here.
What is wrong with you?
I didn't see you. I'm like, what? Chris, you're kind of a big deal. Ashley endured I don't know, to me it would seem like a struggle bus to rally all of us, most of us not being on her team, and just doing it for the greater good. I mean, her and Jeremy rented a damn rental car to pick people up from the airport. You know, like they rented this big house. She organized where everyone was sleeping 1 million times over and again. She got a taco bar for us. Like she came up with the Minute to Win It games, which were the most fun Thursday night at conference I have ever had in my entire life. This girl, as a sales coordinator, I forget that she's a sales coordinator. I just see NMD all over her. And I really want you guys to think her strong. During this, she had one of her team members become a qualifier during conference. So her energy is duplicating whether they're at conference or not. So she's officially a 3 club, and I'm waiting for qualifiers day tomorrow before I announce it because I think she's going to be a 4 club with Bridget Westlake. I've got like the strongest feeling, Bridget, you're going to get qualified tomorrow. I'm seeing it because Bridget has been working her business while we've been gone, and she's been posting those Facebook posts. I can't wait for you guys to hear more from her. But I really want to highlight Ashley and Jeremy and have them talk about what this experience was for them and where they're going to, because it's not just one NMD. It's not just 2 that we're promoting. I've got 4 on my mind for a conference, and that's just the beginning.
Wait, I want to brag on Ashley real fast.
Yeah, please.
I want to talk about the faith and the vision that this woman had right after the last conference. She looked at that house and she was like, I see our team in that house. This house was ginormous and we packed it with team members. So I just am so proud of that just clear vision that you had, and you made it happen, Ashley. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I did. I found that house at conference in Indianapolis, and I think my first conference was in Nashville, and we all stayed in the house, and it was terrifying for me because at that point in my life, I had five older brothers, and I'd been in the military for like 15 years with mostly dudes, and I was getting ready to embark on a house with like 16 people, and only Greg and Tim and Patton were there. So, but it was this amazing experience, and I knew that if we could get everybody together to be able to, spend that quality time together and feel that energy and have some fun, because I think so often we work so hard, and I'm horrible at celebrating things when I achieve them, that I just, I wanted people to see, and especially like Amber's not on tonight, but she's got that, majority of my team is military, former, current, or I guess that's the only two categories, former or current, but mostly women. And we always have this armor on where we think that we're alone and everything. And it was so moving for me to see Amber realize that she now has this whole community of people to connect with. And that was just so awesome to see that shift in her, because she's been like that since we were in Iraq together, many full moons ago. So, but like the biggest thing, and if anybody can be qualified on Qualifiers Day, it's going to be Bridget Westlake. She's super mom. So, but the biggest takeaway from conference for me was when Tracy and Cassie and Pam and Christy and Jeremy and I were on stage Thursday. Gosh, she's getting so big. Thursday morning at the Team Shining Star training, when we were on stage conducting training, and then hearing the messages that we all spoke about be repeated throughout the conference. Christy is always, like, for a long time, Christy has said to me, "You already act like an NMD." And I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever that means. I don't know what that means, but this conference solidified that by hearing our team and the leaders that we have in our team talk about the same stuff the main stage speakers are speaking about. And if you're going to make the decision to go to the top, y'all need to jump on this gravy train with us, because I think there's some pretty fierce goals here and some huge energy to achieve them. So now's the time.
And for Jeremy being the only man in the house of 24 people, girls, what was that like?
What a fun week. I was dreading it. I'll tell everybody that. I was dreading it. I don't think I've been that scared in a long time, because in the past y'all intimidated me. So, but it was good. I would echo what Ashley said, that the biggest surprise to me was hearing Tracy and Pam and Cassie, Ashley, you, Christy. You guys said everything that we heard. We put it to, I think we had 15 minutes to talk, and I think we hit a couple hours of other people that was sprinkled throughout the conference. So I have to say, all you girls out there, you're a bunch of badasses.
I can't wait for you to be our first male NMD on this team.
Gonna happen.
It absolutely is going to happen. Yes. I think the coolest thing was being able to, so many people came up and said, we loved hearing from your team. That was to me my favorite thing. Like, it's really nerve-wracking and like scary to go out and talk in front of that many people. And then it becomes like this rush and it's fun, but there is nothing like seeing your team do that. I cannot wait to like sit in the back of the room and have all you guys train, and my name doesn't get brought up. I'm so excited about our future, and you guys are leading the way. So I can't thank you enough for that. Tracy LaRosa, I don't know, I can't see you right now. I'm switching between views on my, there you are. I'm
here.
Yeah. Can you tell me, I mean, this is your second conference. First conference you came by yourself without team. You caught the vision. I remember you and Cassie leaning forward during a military spouse NMD speech. And I remember just this look of like these light bulbs going off in your head thinking like, yeah, I got this. And you do, you really do. But what is it like having, 4 team members come to this and help see them catch that vision too?
Yeah, that's why I knew it was so important to get them there, because before I went, I mean, I'd been in the business so long, 6 weeks, and I didn't really understand what could happen, like what this company, this mission, all of it could do for my life. But going like totally showed me that, and just made me so excited. And just like everyone has said, you see these national marketing directors on the stage and I'm like, that's me. Like I can totally be there. But before going, I was like, hell no, like there's no way I could do that, because I just didn't really get it. So I was so happy, like Wendy, when I told her, she like bought her ticket the next day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't even bought my ticket. Like, it just shocked me that she bought it that quickly, but she did it, and then Carly and Dee Dee and, I'm having a brain fart, Kim, they all were there and all showed up. And I knew that having them there would just change everything, and it totally has. And they're so excited. Sorry, I'm not driving, but my sisters it almost ran a red light. And so it just has been phenomenal. And I love hearing all of them put their goals out there to the world, because now everybody knows. And so it's just been, you got to get to conference. It's amazing. So we'll all be at Tampa. We're going to bring some others with us. I got my sister and Ashley in the car with me, and my mom. Maybe we'll all go to Tampa. I'll be having a baby. Oh, Ashley will be having a baby. She won't be there.
Bring the baby after. I see 3-year-old babies there all the time. It's such a great thing to be able to bring your family and to be able to write that ticket off. I mean, what other business allows you to do that? What other business allows you to, go to a silver party and go be surrounded by like crazy leaders in our business and just have a good time? Like we have been to some of the most amazing parties, but we've also been to just have this amazing team time. So really, I encourage you guys continue to invite until the absolute last day. But we really need to solidify our plans starting now. And I know that there's a Tampa housing committee that we're working on, but don't miss out. Don't miss out. Is there anyone that I'm missing that was new, or anyone who wants to talk that's a returning member? Any aha moments? Anything you just want to
Crystal just got on and she had her whole family there.
Yeah.
Whole family.
Where is she? Crystal, tell us. What's that like?
Okay, sorry. So somebody called on my sister's phone, so I missed a little chunk. So what was that?
What was it like having your family there this time?
Wish I could have heard from you, but I knew better. I knew, but it would be 1 second. Okay. So, all right. So this time, having my entire family there was super awesome. My mom went last time because she just wanted me not to travel alone, pretty much. And when she got there, she kind of caught a little bit of the vision, but she still was kind of borderline. This time she came, my sister came, and my aunt came. My aunt she wanted to come for the ride, but she's been to a few salad prep parties, but she's heard of the product, but she's never really gotten into it. She's never wanted to. She came to this and she was kind of blown away. And my sister was too. And I honestly never expected Annette to be like, hey, I want to be a distributor. So it totally blew me away. And it's so nice because, me and my sister and my mom, we do vendor shows together. And for them to all be like, hey, let's all hop on Juice Plus, it's a really great feeling, because now I can be the geek and they can be my geek friends. So we can all geek out together.
Yes, and I have to tell you guys, if you didn't see Crystal's Facebook Live video on our team page about the Tower Gardens, these two girls, Annette and Crystal, are working their butts off driving back home right now, and they are working their businesses big time. They are like the traveling sister G plus gypsy on. So watch that. And what I love seeing is Crystal just coming alive and being, you know, her own version of a leader. And I love that she's got the family to support her and go all the way with her. So check that out. Kathy Paredes, haven't heard from you. You have anything to say?
Well, you know, I think this has been my 4th conference, and I think, you know, I won't ever miss one. It's just everyone in some ways has this structure that's the same, so you kind of can expect stuff, and then everyone is just, and I think this is the best one yet. I think the energy was great. I think the education was amazing, and just what this company is beginning to give us. I mean, they've always given us great resources, but the videos that are coming out, the support that they are launching is just unbelievable to me. And so I am just so excited that this business has always been simple. It's getting simpler, and I think that is just awesome.
So speaking of getting simpler, does anybody want to expand on how that is going to be simpler? Kathy, do you want to say a little bit more about that, the simplicity?
Well, they just, and I don't know who just posted it. Somebody posted on our team page some of the newest videos that are just awesome, and really the first time I really feel like they're videos that you could share with anybody. I've always thought that the videos were really targeted, and I've had to be really specific about which one thought about which video I'm going to send to which person. And now I feel like, man, they are really targeted to absolutely anyone of any age, and they're short and they're pretty and they're informational. And so I think that's going to be awesome for people that are just awesome tools. They're just kind of no-brainers as opposed to having to really worry about what you're sending. And then the Freedom Revolution, thefreedomrevolution.com, I think is really what all of us have been looking for as far as how to help launch new distributors. And I know we've all tried a bunch of different things and a bunch of different checklists and a bunch of different stuff. And what I love about thefreedomrevolution.com is that it's really targeted. It's very user-friendly, and everyone, and it's for a very short, specific time. The mission-driven model is awesome, and we will continue to use that as we grow our businesses. But this is just kind of the get launching phase. And so people will use it for a month, 2 months, however long it takes them to get kind of to the qualified phase and learn what they need to learn from the best people in the business besides us. and then be able to transition. And it's something that they know that they can just show to everybody else. And we're all going to start off with the same education, which I think is super important.
Yeah, and so as you're launching new reps, like Kathy said, I just put in the link so you guys can look at it. This is duplication at its finest. And one of the really awesome things is that corporate's changing things around for a good reason again. They've increased the bonuses for Fast Track to VF. It used to be $250 for a Fast Track to VF. It's now $300 for the person who Fast Track to VF as well as their sponsor, which is awesome. And then the Fast Track to Sales Coordinator, it's usually a $500 bonus, but it's now $600. And that makes a big difference. If you think about it, you know, when you Fast Track to VF, let's just round it up and say you need 3 Fast Track to VFs. So every time you sponsor a VF, you're going to get $300 now. So you have $900 to add to, you know, the bonus checks that come into the mail. And then you have now $600 instead of $5 to Fast Track to VF. So that's $1,500 that you can really begin to earn very quickly. There's a girl, Christie Langley, on Ali Schneider's team, and she Fast Tracked to VF or to Sales Coordinator in 6 weeks. So yeah, the company gives you 6 months, but don't let that mindset thinking like, oh, I won't do it until 6 months. Do it fast, do it fun, and start bringing in that income and help having this momentum that we're all riding right now. You know, that's going to make a really big difference. So We have the new bonus incentives. I think one of the best things that we can do as far as these launches, in addition to going to the freedomrevolution.com, this has been working for a lot of team members, but is that simple picture that Kathy Perez started months and months ago, asking all of us to comment and share our stories on. And we've transitioned that to every single new person who becomes a team member in this business. We have them create their first post, not saying Juice Plus, not saying message me, just kind of dangling the carrot and giving just a little bit of information on it and making sure that it's a public post. That's the most important part, because if it's a public post, we can go into our team page and we can ask everyone to comment on that. And I ask that you guys continue to do it. You're doing such an amazing job. But let's work smarter, not harder, and already have our own story written out, saved somewhere in your notes section of your phone or Evernote or wherever you can find it, so that you can just go in, click on the link, like it. Also, I've been meaning to mention this to everyone. Don't just comment, like it, because for the Facebook algorithm, it helps for it to be liked and commented on, and making sure that that person who did create that post is replying back and forth to those people in the comments, so that it's showing Facebook, number one, I'm creating relationships, number two, I'm keeping conversations going. So by doing that, Facebook is going to throw you a bone and put your post at the top of all your friends' news feeds. So they're going to see some FOMO, fear of missing out, if you don't know what that means. But they're also going to be collectors of stories. These brand new reps are going to start to learn everyone's stories right away. So it's going to give them more confidence, but it's also going to get people to say, hey, what is this? You know, their prospects are now coming to them rather than us making them make a list of 100 people and then making them feel pressured that they have to go out and reach a bunch of people and not know what to say. It's way more fun for them to learn as they earn when people are starting to come towards them first. Okay, and then we'll get through and help them message and do other things like health consults that Kristen Hilmer's team is doing amazing at. I mean, my gosh, we really have to dive into those. I've already heard from a lot of you guys today about how you want to dive in, so I challenge you to just go through and let's figure it out. We're not going to be the Bushido tribe. They're amazing, but we're Team PCS. We're going to probably do it a little bit different. So I just encourage you to really do that. Also, you know, what Bridget's been doing with that is she's been asking her friends, even if they're not customers, to make that post with the fruits and vegetable capsules. And all they're saying is, hey, Facebook land, who's been eating these little guys? That's it. We simply go in and make our comments, and Bridget's been replying back and forth, trying to keep that relationship up, that Facebook algorithm working. So ask anyone. I mean, you can ask anyone to do this. Imagine the different circles that you can reach based upon low-hanging fruit, really, with this post, okay? So I really want to help you guys get on board with that. Another thing I really want to make sure that I can spend just a couple minutes on is the cherry bomb calls. So for the past couple months, probably since like January or February, I've just been inviting everybody to get on. But we have to put a stopper on it because we're getting real specific in the groups now. So if you are not a qualified VF, you are not eligible to be on the cherry bomb calls anymore until you become a qualified VF. And I think those health consult calls and those Facebook posts are really going to help us get people into the qualifying door. So Ali Schneider, Carmen Maxwell, and Heidi Phillips are all going to be on the Fast Track to Sales Coordinator group. So that means that you are a qualified VF eligible to Fast Track to Sales Coordinator, so we can help you get in the increase in the bonuses. And they want to pop out sales coordinators. It doesn't matter if they're on our team, their team, or not. They just want to pop them out as fast as possible. So please, if you have qualified VFs in your downline, get them plugged in. We do this on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern or Wednesday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern. They do not have to be on both, but we are asking for consistency. So the second group is going to be at the same time, but it's going to be anyone who's a customer qualified sales coordinator and above. So anyone who's going towards leadership levels. So my job, along with Robin Eisenbeiss and brand new AJ Majors, NMD, we're going to be polishing silver. Basically, we're going to be harnessing in your leadership skills even more. We're going to mastermind with other leaders and figure out how we can be better versions of ourselves so that we can help trickle that down to our up-and-coming leaders and raise more leaders. I just basically want to birth NMD babies all day long. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm asking for consistency. I will promise you that you will never find, so far in the Juice Plus community, you will not find 6 NMDs who want to pour into you. And I will be real with you, because I don't remember what Lauren Slocum says, is sometimes I've got to father you and I don't like it, but it's for the good of you and the team, is that I haven't seen enough of Team PCS on there. I haven't. So I want you guys to utilize this. We have too many people going for NMD right now to not utilize this, to not make some noise, to not raise the vibrations and help each other in this business. It is time. It's time that we quit being in the shadows. It is time that Team PCS has a spotlight on them, because you guys are incredible up-and-coming leaders, and I want everyone to know you. So please get eligible to be on the Cherry Bomb calls. And when you are eligible, don't waste 6 NMDs who are willing to pour into you. We're here because we want to help every single one of you. So if you are not, so you're like, okay, I can't be on the Cherry Bomb calls. What can I be on? Well, we're working on right now, Powering Through Get Over Your Damn Self, the book, and we're having other up-and-coming leaders teach each chapter. Read that chapter, apply it, get on the team calls. And then what we're also doing, what we're going to implement, and I've talked to just a few of our leaders, but we are going to be bringing back fast track to VF calls and qualifiers calls so that we can give you guys all the foundation you need. But the reality is you're not allowed to be in the fast track to VF or qualifier call very long, because that should happen like that, especially with all the action that we have and all the team camaraderie, okay? So let me see if there's anything else that I am missing. I guess just watch the NMD journeys.
Christy, what time was the sales coordinator and above one? The day and
Same time, same day. So if you're in the leader group, you're on my Zoom ID. It's my phone number, 808-428-0455. So it's Tuesdays at 2 p.m., which is 8 a.m. for us, Cass, 2 p.m. Eastern, or 8 p.m. East Coast time Wednesday. So Tuesday at 2 East Coast, or Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So we're all going to be on the Zooms at the same time. It's just, if you're a leader group, you're going to be on my Zoom call. And if you are going for SC, a qualified VF, you're going to be on Heidi Phillips' Zoom ID, which is the one we've been using this entire time. So I'm going to be posting the flyers here in a couple, as soon as I get off this. Deb Dowdy, I know I have a call with you, but make sure I post those flyers for everyone to see. They start tomorrow. So get on. If you can't get on Tuesday, get on Wednesday. But please don't miss out on this. I know I say it over and over again, but I don't want you guys to miss out on these coaching from these other NMDs too. Like they're going to be able to give things to you that I just don't have in me. I'm not the same leader as Ali Schneider. I didn't make it to NMD in 3 years like Robin Eisenbeis did. I don't have the years of experience that Carmen Maxwell and Heidi Phillips have. I mean, Heidi's been in this for 17 years. Can you imagine the knowledge that she has?
Christy, are they going to be recorded?
Yes, and they're all going to be posted. All the recordings are going to be posted in the Cherry Bomb Facebook page. So if you're not able to get on it, then you can go. We're setting expectations tomorrow. It's like, if you're a leader, we expect you to watch the recording if you can't be there. But for those of you who aren't eligible yet and you want to get a peek through the window of what we're talking about, you can watch all the recorded calls. We're going to put them in albums, 2 separate albums, just like we're putting the Get Over Your Damn Self albums in that we're doing. But being on there live, there's nothing else like it, because they're also going to be smaller groups now. So you're going to get really individualized coaching from us too, and from each other. Just, you don't have to be an NMD to coach. It's just, we do have a lot more no's than you guys so far. Okay. I loved having my team there training in front of Team Shining Star. I really want us to blow that up in Tampa. And you guys hear me talk about shoot for the moon, land among the stars. Well, this is crazy, but we're shooting for 100 Club. And I didn't want to tell you guys this until tomorrow, but I think we hit 24 today. So we're a quarter of the way there. Woo! Woo!
Yay!
So we just got to keep duplicating. We are on a roll. We are on the energy bus. Let's hit 100. Anything else you guys have to say? Any questions? You ready? Are you in? You ready to change your freaking lives? I'm ready.
Y'all, if we hit 100 club, Chrissy's gonna buy another condo in Hawaii, and then we're gonna get to do training retreats there. Get excited!
That's it. That's exactly what's happening. Yes, I will keep.
And that's a $10,000 bonus, right?
Yep, $10,000 bonus. That I would be happy to do some really fun things with my team with that bonus. Yep. And I want to help you guys get bonuses along the way. Cassie Johanna's freaking so close to 12 club, we can barely stand it. So we're going to be having a little celebratory dances maybe tomorrow after qualifiers day or in May.
We're working it.
Yes. All right.
So close. Think of strong.
Yep. Okay, stay in the room with us. We have these calls every week so we can keep this energy up with one another. We don't have the luxury of living next to each other. So we got to find the way, and this is it.
Hey, I have a question. I need to know that blonde NMD, that speech from this conference that had 3 sons on stage. Her oldest son was nonverbal for the first couple years. Blonde hair. Anybody remember what her name was? Or Christy, where can I find her information?
Was she the fitness model or the fitness competitor?
I don't think so.
No.
Does teamjp.net still do all the NMD videos on their website?
I think they do, but I don't know how long it takes to update. And I know that once corporate gets in, they'll update it on the virtual office, but that's not soon enough. I would reach out to the JP reps, let's exchange ideas, and just ask who that NMD was. I remember someone had asked when our team hit who the military spouse was. So a bunch of people had tagged me, so I did a 3-way call with that person.
Okay.
So that worked. You guys ready to share some NMD?
One more question.
Yes.
Just solidify my mind.
Yeah.
So what are the main Facebook pages that we should be on and active in? I know you said that, but can you wrap it all up and do like a quick summary?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously our team page and our customer page. In fact, our customer page needs some love. It needs some love rather than just welcoming everybody. And I know we're on the shred right now. So those two are really important. Shining Star International.
Team PCS.
Yep. Team PCS.
And the
Take Healthy
and the customer page, which is what? How would I get to that?
Take Healthy Back - the Revolution.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Okay.
Yep. And then Mitra's page, so that you can always be plugged into RepRap. Most importantly, be plugged into RepRap, but there's also other great stuff on there. Is Shining Star International.
Oh, Shining Star. Okay.
Yeah. And I really like, I mean, there is a little bit of drama in the JP plus reps - let's exchange ideas. Sometimes people get a little like annoyed that people ask like, my friend has cancer, can they take Juice Plus? And people are like, for the love, yes, they can take it. But if you go to that search, tool, like if you just click on search and type something in, diabetes or something, you're going to find a bunch of really awesome things, recording.
And that's Juice Plus reps.
Page. But it's JP Plus. It's not Juice Plus. JP
Plus. Okay.
Tower Garden. There's a Tower Garden reps page as well. I can't remember exactly. Crystal, our tower boss, probably has that.
I would just focus on the main ones.
Yeah.
Right now. Wendy, let's just keep you simple. Team Shining Star, Team PCS, and our Take Healthy Back one.
Okay.
Everything else we got is more on websites for business purposes. Keep your Facebook right now contained. Otherwise, it's crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's where I'm kind of at with the social media. Yeah. It's already challenging for me. So unless I'm laser focused on what pages I should be spending my time and energy on, I'll peter out.
Yeah, I think those are the best ones for information purposes and getting a hold of people and asking questions and then keeping in the loop as far as our team and everything goes. It's going to be more of your friends that are what you're focusing on. Looking for opportunities to share Juice Plus
or inquire or start conversations with people. That's really where you'll be using most of your Facebook.
Yep. But I would definitely start
with
with
all right now, and then we'll expand you bigger as you continue to move on. But the most important things right now are keep it small.
Yeah.
And streamline.
Yeah.
Cool. I just realized I'm late to go pick up my child. See you, ladies. Yeah. Love you all.
Love you too, friend. All right. So if y'all have questions about the Facebook post, I'm going to put together like a quick little video to clarify things. But I really feel like that is our low-hanging fruit that is going to get people interested. Okay? So if you're making a list, if you're using Team Z, which we all should be, get that going and figure out who we can ask to, you know, who's your dirt people, right? The dirt list, people who will buy dirt from you, get them to do that.
I have a question. If somebody who is familiar with Team Z could chat with me later. I was trying to get it up and loaded, and I was running into some problems yesterday and didn't get a chance. And I even sent an email to chat with the people at Team Z, and I never got a response back, so that was kind of a drag. But if anybody later wants to box for me or instant message me or call me, whatever, that would be great. I would appreciate any support.
Awesome. There is a Facebook page too, Kathy. I don't know if you saw, they have questions in there, a Team Z Facebook page. So you may be able to find that too, just if you go through the search. Or comment in there that you're having an issue, and I see that they're really fast about responding.
Right on. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, anything else before I let you guys go? I know this is a longer meeting, but I so appreciate you guys being on here.
Hey, Christy.
Yeah.
Just give me like 3 minutes. I'm going to run to the restroom.
Okay. Totally
okay.
fine.
Thank you.
All right. All right, guys. Let's rock May. Get your trackers filled in, okay? If you need help with that, let us know. Bye, everybody.